Okay, a question from TCZ soon.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another video, guys, and today we're continuing the interview series. We have a second staff member from Next Games. Cass is here with us. Say hi, Cass.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for
Yes,
having me.
yes, guys, you heard him. Cass from NG is here. As you know, he joined the forums quite recently, became a new administrator, and we have a bunch of questions to ask him today. So, Cass, are you ready for this?
Yes, I am. Let's do it.
All right. So, I always wanted to ask you this question, and now that I'm talking to you, I guess I can maybe. Um, I heard that you guys at Next Games are working on something called an update for No Man's Lands. Yeah, next update maybe.
hmm
Is there something maybe you can tell us about it?
Yes, I can tell something.
All right. We I, I guess we can leave it maybe for the end of the interview, just because it's let people speculate on
Yeah,
what
so
could it
then,
be.
so that they can at least see the whole video.
All right, and all right, guys, we're gonna be talking about the new update very soon at the end of the interview. But first, let's begin with the first questions. Now, a question from me. First of all, how did you come up with the name Cass?
Okay, there is a lot of reasons that I'm name myself Cass, but I really like short nicknames. Like as you can see, I call like you Penny and everybody by a short nickname. And so for example, I don't know if you know the game Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
So then that there is like Snake, which is the main guy, and there is Cass, which is Kazuhira Miller,
Mm,
and Cass is like Snake's right hand.
okay.
So
So
he's a very cool
are
guy.
you saying because you were TZZ's right hand now you're Cass?
Yeah. He's totally Snake. Yeah, true.
All right. That is now. Second question is from
Mm.
Cass, and he wants you to know how do you feel being interviewed by the great me?
She's great, man. Biggest moment of my life. Thank you for having me.
Oh, all right. That was heartbreaking. Anyway, moving on to the next question from
Mm.
ZDoc. What improvements to the game would you most like to see implemented, and why?
Okay, so my personal opinion, like I'm a huge XCOM fan, uh, so I would like to see like more classes. For example, have you played XCOM?
No, really, actually, I haven't.
Okay, so XCOM like is like very similar to this game. It's like a strategy game as well, and then like you can specialize your class, which means like for example, for No Man's Land, for example, if you have a hunter, and then you can specialize your hunter in like being a silent hunter, so you cause no threat, or maybe you can be like a hunter that can like a super improved sniper version of hunter. So then you can like have this tree of skills that you can upgrade your
Mm,
character, and
okay.
it's what I would like to see, like my personal opinion. But like as No Man's Land is a mobile game, I think we need like more social features.
Mm,
Like for example, giving gifts. Like if you want to buy a bundle to your friend or like to a member of your guild, you should like and things that make the game more social, like leaderboards and share results and I don't know things that you want to share with your guild. Because like now I feel that there is the challenge which you can like compete among other between other guilds. But I think we need more features, social
okay.
features,
You
and
know
of course,
that. Yeah, you can continue. Continue. It's fine.
this is my personal opinion, and it is not based on what's happening in the game or anything. So,
Okay. Um, that's quite interesting that you said that maybe a possibility for yourself to buy a bundle to a guildmate.
mm,
That sounds really interesting though. And it does sound also complicated to make as well, because I don't know, but that sounds, it's an interesting concept there. I never really thought about this as a social like feature, you know. Why not? I mean, why not? That could be quite interesting. Maybe buy a gas booster for your guildmates.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know, something like that. You know, that could be quite interesting. Moving on to the next question from Red234. Which hero would you like to be added into the game if you could choose one?
Shane. I think that's one of my favorite characters.
Everybody wants Shane.
Yeah. And of course, this is not a spoiler or anything. I'm not announcing Shane. It's just like my personal feeling that.
Okay. I mean, I want to see Shane as well. Maybe I know if people have seen my update ideas video as a new shotgun class introduction. You know, Shane could be a very interesting character. I mean, he's like one of the most community requested deceased heroes. So yeah, I want to see it as well. Let's see what the future holds, I guess. All right. No, moving on to the next question.
I have one good thing about Shane. If we have him, we should have like his leader trait should be like shoot an ally in the leg, and then the walkers could eat him.
Yeah, that could be interesting. You can have like fodder characters to kill.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next question from the Governator. What were you smoking when you accepted the role of a moderator? And can I have some?
Yeah, definitely. You can have some like T invite me to a party, and then next time I remember is like waking up next to a signed contract. So.
Whoa. All right. Maybe TZ is watching as well right now, so that could be interesting. All right. Question from SPC Torres. 2018 Winter Olympics. Which event are you more excited about and why?
Okay. I don't know if it's an Olympic sport, but I know that here in Finland they have a sport that you can go skiing and you carry a sniper rifle. Have you seen that?
No, I want to see that.
Yeah, it's literally you ski with a sniper rifle and then you ski a little bit, then you stop, then you shoot something, and then you keep skiing. This is awesome.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's an Olympic sport, but it's awesome.
All right, that could be an interesting concept for the game.
Yeah. New class is skiing.
Skiing class with sniper rifle. That could be interesting. All right. Question from the Overcomer. Are there rewards in gold and silver crates random?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I guess he just wastes his question.
I mean, I assume it's random as well, because they look like random to me when I play, so I don't know, they look random to me.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, question from TCZ. Soon.
Yeah, definitely T is leaving soon, and I'm definitely going to miss him a lot.
Okay. Interesting way to ask that question, TZ. If Cass is gonna miss you, but yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, moving on to the next question from Nick. Any plans to make the badge system fairer? For example, get legendary badges from legendary fragments and components.
We don't have. I mean, we have plans, but for example, like what we are doing with the challenge now. Like we are trying things, and then you are like giving feedback, and then we are like trying another things. So nothing stops us to try the same thing with badges. So, but of course we have plan to kind of solve this feeling that has in the community. We don't know like how yet, because it's not like okay, just increase the probabilities of good badges, because it's more than that, you know. There's the whole economy behind it. Yeah. But it definitely is a problem that we want to fix, because the community, I think, is the second most request thing from the community, right?
Badges, yeah.
So we definitely want to look into it, and maybe do the same thing we're doing with challenge, testing and get your feedback.
I guess the problem with the badges is because people spend so much time in collecting those 5-star components. And for them to get a 4-star badge is just like everything just goes out of the window. You know, it's not the same result you expect to get, I guess,
Yeah,
when you
true.
spend so much time and dedicate so much time to get those components.
But you know, a 4-star badge is pretty good still.
All right.
But yeah, I know the feeling.
Yes. Next question is from Bladger. How much do you love beer, and what is your favorite, most used hero in the game, and why?
Okay, strange questions like this. Are they related? But yeah, I do like beer. How much? Like for example, I like beers in parties, but for example, if I'm drinking alone and crying in the dark, then I prefer wine. You know.
When you get a 4-star badge from a 5-star component.
Dude, I'm not going to agree with that. But yeah, like beers for parties and wine if I'm like just enjoying food or something.
Okay.
And my favorite hero, like when I first started the game, like it was Daryl, because like Daryl was more, he was like the best character I had among like my other crappy survivors. And then I met Abe, and then Abe is like awesome. But then my favorite one is Sasha. Like she is like the best one in like very difficult levels.
Okay. Interesting to know. Seems Sasha does seems to be like everyone's favorites, especially when it comes to top level players.
Yeah.
Right. Next question is from Kronos. Boxers or briefs?
Nothing. I mean, kidding.
Wait, you don't have anything? You don't underwear?
It's boxers, mate. It's boxers. Definitely boxers.
All right. This is a free man right here. All right. Question from Chief. Chief KO. Do you think a balance can be struck in the game between low-level players and end gamers?
Well, again with the challenge, we tried the first Ultimate Challenge. Like the low-level players, like they kind of hated. Like it was kind of bad the feeling they had, and of course, like the veterans liked. So it was not something that we can implement in the game, right? Because well, we love all our players, and of course we have a lot more low players than high players. But of course we want to do something that please both, and I think we are getting somewhere with this the Supreme Ultimate Challenge, as you are calling it. Supreme Challenge, yeah. Because we are having no complaints from low-level players so far. And maybe... I think I saw some in the forum, like I think there was a low-level player complaining, but it's not so much. So I think we are getting there, and we maybe just need to change something, but it's a very small thing to make it like perfect for everybody. Okay,
so hopefully we can say that the grind is not going to exist very, very soon.
Well, can I just skip that? No, but of course, like we want to solve that problem.
Yes. Right. Next questions are from ZBlack. So the first question is, what you see for the game in the future?
Playable walkers.
Oh, that could be interesting. I always thought about it. Are you saying that this is what's going to be coming, or this is what you think is coming?
Nah, I'm just joking.
What do you just want to have in the game?
I think it will be fun if you are like playing a multiplayer match, and then one is a walker, one is the survivor, and then you can just do something.
Okay. Play with a bunch of walkers, control them all, and just kill the survivors, attack camps, and destroy Negan and stuff, you know. That type of stuff.
Walkers on the war, that's it. End of the...
Next question, what further additions should happen in 2018 to make the game more interesting for the players?
I can't really answer that, sorry. Like, of course, there's awesome features, but I can't tell anything right now. I can maybe tell that I sing like Stevie's plan. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Stevie. I mean,
yeah, Stevie.
Stevie. But I know Stevie did talk about a very big update on the forums that he's just started working on. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that is awesome, and I think you guys will be very pleased. But I can't talk anything yet because the thing is that if I talk if I speak about that or tell you something, and then it doesn't happen, then
Yes,
like
I know.
it will be horrible.
I
But
know.
yeah.
Patience is the key.
Yeah.
Patience. Yes. Next question is, what's your take on the new chapters in classes?
Well, by that you mean story missions or season missions?
I think he might mean story missions and maybe new classes possibly, because we haven't had a new class for like a year and a half now
Okay.
since the
Yeah,
heroes.
well, uh, since I'm like a huge XCOM fan, I really love campaigns and like those story modes where you can play like a different mission every time. So I would love that story missions would continue, but this is like me uh, expressing me as a player, not as a employee from next games. And yes, as I said in the first question, I guess I would love more classes, because then you can like create more strategy and I really like subclasses, like a class inside a class, and maybe subclasses.
That could be interesting as well.
Yeah.
And finally, from ZBlack, on a lighter note, are Z-Bot in Fear real humans or zombies in human clothing?
Well, ZBot doesn't work at the office. Like he's just like
Yeah, he's a player. We know that. Yeah.
yeah. But Fear, he works there, and he's definitely a zombie.
Oh, okay, you actually hired a proper zombie then.
Yeah, but ZBot, I have never met him in real life. But he's very such a helpful dude. Like I couldn't believe that he's doing all this like because like he really loves the game, and like he's a super helpful dude. And
He's a superstar.
yeah, I would never shoot him in the head, even if he turned into a walker.
Okay. Maybe Z-Bot is watching right now, so.
Yeah. Sorry, Fear,
Right.
but you're a zombie. Yeah.
Nice. Moving on, a question from Capybara. How did Lost end? I don't know what Lost is actually.
Is that series about the guys that they were in a plane and then they crashed on an island? You know?
Okay.
Well, I never watched it, but I know more than you. And well, I think in the end it was all a dream, because at the end is like crap. Everybody hated so. But I haven't watched, so I really don't know. But I think that was what happened in the end. It was all a dream.
Alright, a typical question from a Capybara. What do you expect?
Yeah, like super random.
Question from Smoke and Mirrors. What happened to the baby in the story missions? I mean, I wanted to know as well. It's
Plot
been like
twist.
a year and a half.
It's a plot twist. The babe was you the entire time.
Oh. In my past life, I actually didn't know that. Maybe it could be possible.
Yeah. You are playing with the babe.
I'm playing with myself.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the lost member Stu on the forums. You know, people have been looking for him.
Yeah.
Now maybe can we talk about the annual report which Next Games released? Steinar is asking, possibly.
Yeah, like I don't know, like it's a very brand question, so yeah, like I can talk like it was great. I mean, it's
guess
great.
People wanted to know maybe why there maybe less people in No Man's Land, maybe 30 people I assume around there right now.
Well, but like I think people are not considering that we have less people in No Man's Land. Not less people. We have like 20. I forgot the percentage, but the company is growing like hell. So actually, like 20% of the company working on No Man's Land is basically the same amount of people working every project. So we are not like we don't have like less people working No Man's Land, because actually we have 20. I think it's 24% or something in No Man's Land, and then 20% in, I think our world has a little bit more, and then 20% again in Blade Runner. And then there is the fourth project with we announced that in the annual report, but there is no like name or anything. And then if you sum that all, it's like 100%. So it's not like we have less people in No Man's Land, but the company grew, and then it's just a less percentage of people working there, but not literally less people.
So we're still gonna have the same amount of updates. Updates are gonna happen. New changes are gonna happen. New content is gonna be coming to No Man's Land, and yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Next question from Pirate. Is the goal of Ultimate Challenge to run off the rest of the players? No.
Well, apparently it's not working, right? Because if the guy is still asking and still here, maybe we didn't manage to get him rid here. But I'm kidding, of course. Like, but yeah, like we had a problem with Hilltop, but well, it's kind of like
more. It's better feedback right now because obviously you guys are still experimenting and everything is going to change and you know, stuff happens.
We want to try a different, not a different challenge set, but one that players request quite often, and it's a very old challenge set. But then we had the Hilltop situation.
Okay, yeah.
But I blame Maggie. I think it was Maggie's fault that she was preparing something for Negan, and then
you guys fell for it. All right. Next question is from Jay-Z. How do you plan on continuing to maintain the positive attitude you've shown so far and not get jaded by the negativity that sometimes comes from the player base? Ooh, that's pretty personal regarding your forum activity.
Yeah, well, to be very honest with you guys, like, of course, like everybody says, like, oh, forum is like the angry people and the salty people. But before, like, next games, I've been community manager for a MOBA and a 30-person shooter. So those guys are very toxic. And, like, comparing to them, like, you guys are like angels. Like, and when you guys... when you write like a feedback, I think like you guys have no idea how important it is that this community, for example, creates a thread that is asking feedback, and like after we run the Ultimate Challenge, a guy created a thread that was like, okay, let's not consider the Hilltop mission, and let's give them feedback so they can like improve the game. Like, this is a thing that I think I never seen happening in any other game. It's like we had a problem which should make like the players go angry, and this guy was like, okay, let's try to give like feedback so then can improve better, instead of like just being like cursing or saying bad things about the company. So yeah, like it's really easy to be positive around you guys.
So we can say that you actually enjoy being part of the forum community?
Yeah, I do a lot.
You like everyone so far? Everyone likes you as well. You're kind of like the superstar on the forum right now.
Yeah, I hope it keeps that way. I don't know if it's just because I'm the new guy, but yeah, I'll keep trying to be positive.
All right. Next question is from Jerry Dixon. If you could add a special walker type to the game, what would it be?
Half walkers. Like, you know, we have body shots nowadays, and then I was thinking like, okay, maybe if you body shot that walker, then they, for example, you explode their legs off, and then they crawl, and
they
of
keep
course
moving.
Yeah, like they crawl, but like they walk less and maybe cause same amount of damage, but you know, they are not dead, but they just walk less. I think it would be
interesting. Yeah. Okay. Will there be a version 3.0?
Can I use my skip card?
Yes, no, you can. You have one.
but kidding. I just can't answer that right now.
Okay.
But I hope I can answer that soon.
Okay. And a final question is from Troublemaker. What's the coming soon on the badges tab? Is it any kind of way to improve our component hoarding, or just some of TDC's omnipresent indicator?
So again, like, well, there is something on paper. Like, there is something that is there, and we should like take a look and like do something about it. But I can't like comment what's going to happen, what we're going to do, because like it's only like a scratch for now.
Okay.
But yeah, Steve said, like, I think long time ago, not long time ago, maybe some months, that he has plans for more things related to crafting, and they are still planned. But yeah, I can't comment anything more than that.
Okay. And with that, we're gonna wrap up these normal questions. Now we have the big question of what is going to be coming in update 2.10. As far as I know, it's update 2.10. As you guys have numbered 2.10, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and can you tell us about it now? Can you elaborate on it? We know that there is not gonna be any cancel upgrade, and we know that season 8 B missions are coming as well.
Okay, I'm not giving a lot of details, but we are going to have like a new challenge map set, and
okay.
it's beautiful. Like the art there is super awesome, and
Okay.
what more can I tell?
Can you elaborate? Maybe can you give us more hints on the challenge map? Not the name of the challenge, but maybe what are we gonna see? Maybe what type of walkers, if you can, something like that. I don't know.
Let me see. Well, it's because like the special thing about this challenge, I don't know how to like try to hide or try to make like you guys guess, because it's if I say something, you guys will already guess. So I think let's just keep with a new challenge set.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Something more that we can maybe speculate before that update drops, you know?
Yes, you can speculate. Unfortunately, we are not going to have a new hero. So,
okay.
However, you know that every season mission, like it gives like a bonus tokens for if you complete like in 1 week.
Yeah.
And then I guess you can speculate which will be the hero that's going to get these bonus tokens. I can give you a hint, maybe. He has.
Oh, it's a he.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's a big hint.
It's a he. That's the tip.
Okay. So that's it. Then we're getting a new challenge map set and no new heroes in this update, which some people are gonna be happy about. Obviously, they don't wanna have this more token dilution. So is that all you can tell us?
Well, and season missions, like I've played that there already, and I think my favorite one is the 4th mission. Like the artist there, he make like an excellent job. It's like a beautiful place. I didn't want I want to keep playing that mission forever because it's super beautiful.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, is that all you have to say?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I accord with my supervisor.
You cannot say anything about maybe one of the letters of the name of the challenge, so we can maybe speculate the first.
No,
letter?
the name of the challenge is super obvious.
Oh, it's
you
super
understand
obvious.
that? Yeah, after you play it, you see. Oh, that's what Kaz was talking about.
Okay. Okay, then that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. With this, we're gonna wrap up the interview with Cass. I hope, Cass, do you have any final words to say before we wrap this up?
Yes, as JC said that he likes that I keep like always positive like that. I would like to ask you guys the same. Like I really enjoyed the feedback that you guys are having, and of course, like even if the guys say this thing sucks or I hate it, like this company is a bunch of blah blah blah, you know, it's a feedback as well, because I can see like, okay, this guy is not happy. But try to be like always providing constructive feedback, because it's because of the constructive feedback that we made this Ultimate Challenge so good. So keep with the constructive feedback.
Okay. Hope everyone listens to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and with that, we're gonna wrap up this interview, guys. I hope you enjoyed this interview. Share the interview around, and I'll see you guys all on my next video.